Hey, Evo, thanks for pointing out this GILD chart the other day. You pointed it out earlier in the week or last week, or you mentioned it, something. And I looked at it, I was like, I saw this breakout right here off of this swing high. And that's why I said this morning that if it gets back to this swing high, right here around 115, I was going to take it long and put my stop just at the nadir of this candle, of this signal candle in my strategy that I use with swing highs and swing lows. And, this worked really quickly this morning. Now, I have had other earnings trades that I played on other stocks over the years where I just get these like really quick bounces where, within a few minutes this morning, it just got back to my target of 118.80. The entry was at 114.86. I said 115, stop at 110.92. The thing is about playing it off where you said, Evo, at 110, wherever the 200 moving average is that, reason I don't use moving averages is they're just lagging indicators, right? And they're always changing, depending on when stocks get down there and stuff. And I just thought, hey, if it gets down to there, 110, it would be dropping back into this area, and which means to me it's going into consolidation and could go lower. So, that's why I just said, hey, I'm taking this at like 115. First target is 118.80. And I mean, we can see what happened this morning. Of course, they don't all happen like this, but this one made sense to me on, this went up once it broke through 115 area and got to 118.80. It went quite a bit higher. So those trades, if they come back down within a reasonable amount of time, have a higher chance of like bouncing. So that's why I took it. So, this one I just took with shares. I couldn't really figure out options. I took like half off at 118.80 and my stops at break even on the rest. And we'll just see what happens in the following days. I mean, this will probably get back, look at this move. It's probably get back to 125 or maybe even go higher. And as per your post this morning, yeah, if Amazon drops to 148, for me, it's like right here on the weekly chart. If it drops to 138 or whatever this high is, 138.85, that's where I'm going to take Amazon long if that happens. If we get like a fairly quick retrace down to there, that's a good idea for a trade for sure. By the way, if any of you guys want this indicator and want to learn this strategy for yourself, this is the way I've been trading Evo's picks and his ideas and stuff. And you guys can figure out trades on your own on stocks that you come across. Like Aspie was one I mentioned yesterday that I took at 985. And look how quickly it bounced yesterday morning from that, almost from that precise point, this breakout retest on this level that broke out. And first time, I'm not sure if Evo took this trade or where he got out. I lost a little money the first time, but the second time it broke out, I just took it again. And I know Evo got out of the trade, but when this came to 985, as I posted yesterday, I took it long there. And, within one morning, it went up to its first target of 1083 again, where I took off a number of my shares, and I still have a few shares for where if it'll just keep moving up and maybe get back up to previous highs. It's got some resistance on the weekly here. But what I was going to say is, or what I was started saying is, you guys can get this indicator for yourself since I'm in the room and I can explain how to use it and stuff like that. Yeah, it costs a little bit of money, but I've been using this for years without moving averages and other type of things. It's the only thing I use for a lot of Evo's picks and ideas. And I stay in the trades, even longer than Evo does, and with different types of entries and stuff. What I like about Evo is he's good at predicting these kind of breakouts. And even with this D-Dog trade, I took it yesterday, but I know that, you know, it should be going to at least 162.52 now before it might trade back down to where my stop is on the D-Dog trade, which is 155.57. So that's what I'm expecting for the entry that I took with Evo yesterday around 158.